Hey Genesee Valley, sports reporter Chris Graham here with sports editor Sarah Kenny as we recap another week in Section 5 football. Had a lot of really good games this week, but we had to put up with a lot of bad weather throughout the weekend.
Yeah, weather was a big factor at the Avon game on Friday. They actually had to postpone it until Saturday. But it didn't faze Avon at all. They actually beat Perry 33-6. Great game.
Yeah, as we said, no ill effects from getting delayed. TJ Cry, their senior quarterback, had 4 touchdown passes in the game, so he was certainly not phased. The team wasn't phased. Bounced back after getting that abbreviated day off and get the win 33-6.
Yeah, they came in strong. And weather was also a factor in Cuba Rushford on Friday. York actually beat Cuba Rushford 39-6. Tell me how that happened.
Yeah, another great game out of a quarterback. I think me and Josh talked about this a little bit last week. A quarterback that you'll be hearing his name a lot on this show, and that's Tyler Schutz. He had 3 touchdowns and 250 yards passing just in the first half of that game. So he was very instrumental in York being able to move the ball and put up 39 points, as we said. York improves to 1-1 on the year, and next week up against Canisteo-Greenwood.
Speaking of Canisteo, Geneseo was there this weekend. Sadly, they lost 55-0. Another disappointing week for Geneseo.
Yeah, it's really been a tough start to the season for them. As we documented last week, losing 74-6. This week, 55-0. But it's a really young team, and we talk about with changeover in high school football, teams are going to have good years, teams are going to have bad years. We saw Geneseo at the peak last year. This year, a young team, they're still struggling, they're trying to find their way, but they really want to stress that they're there, they're competing, they're trying to get better, but taking their lumps a little bit in the early season.
And a rough day for the Bills today. Fans are definitely disappointed at the opener.
Yeah, definitely a tough game for the Bills. I stayed and watched a decent amount of it, hence why we're shooting now at night. But 48-28, they lose to the Jets. Ryan Fitzpatrick was throwing too many balls to the other team early on in the game. C.J. Spiller did have a career day though, 14 carries and 169 yards rushing. So some positives to build on, but certainly not the opener Bills fans were hoping for. And
locally, SUNY Geneseo boys soccer actually did great this weekend. Friday, they started out really strong, playing Clarkson. Senior captain Alex Stevens had both the goals. They won 2-0. And sadly on Saturday, they lost to Clarkson 3-1. But they're looking to turn that around next Sunday at Ithaca.
And next Sunday, we will bring the sports show to you from York Central, as we will be reporting live from the football field there. So big thanks to everybody at York Central for letting us come out and shoot. That's all we have for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this Sports Suncast. For Sarah Kenny, I'm Chris Graham. Have a good night.